We could write books. I'm delighted to be here. My name is Eva Moya. I'm part of the same family of the KFLA Leadership Alliance. Let's see, my group was Group 13 many months back, and it helped to change and shape life and purpose. And I'm delighted to be here. You know, this is home. I've been a borderlander all my life. I've been sort of like traveling, commuting back and forth between the two countries. This is home. This is where I plan to stay. And why am I here? Because I care about the issues, and doing so with the Alliance, I think is just wonderful. And how we've been able to brand both the Alliance mission into the Rural Conference and into place with grounding our conversations around education and focusing on social action, I think are wonderful elements. So I'm excited. I'm excited about how the two events will develop. I'm excited about the potential, about the opportunities to cut across geography, countries. We're very excited about the conference. We have worked diligently. We started with a budget of $0, right? We actually had $0, and I just need to sort of quickly tell you the story of how we raised our first $50, because nothing in this life is sort of like by accident or accident. So we had accepted hosting this conference, and I spoke with our dean, former dean, and she said, it sounds like a fabulous idea, so does it come with a budget? And there was silence. And the silence said, no, it comes with a lot of work, $0, but we have this vision. And then the chair said, well, how are you going to fund it? And we said, well, we're going to figure out a way to bring some of the wealth and the talent and the resources. So, you know, I was with a lot of pressure, and Leti Sarah was looking at this reality and saying, we need to buy goods. And then I show up at the Lebanese restaurant, which is the food that we had this evening. And I'm there, and I'm a little bit stressed, but I'm at the same time celebrating, you know, our mother's birthday, I think it was, that celebration. And the owner comes to me and says, so what are you working on, Eva? And I said, well, you know, A, B, and C, and we have this conference that is coming up. And he says, oh. And I said, I need to raise money, and that's not my forte. And he looks at me and says, well, how much? And I think I'm under budgeted lately. I said, like $25,000. And he looked at me and said, what? And I said, yeah, and we need to do so like in 6 months. And he said, you know, I'm rich, but not that wealthy, Eva. Mm-hmm. If I had it, I would give it to you, but I don't have it. And he got his checkbook, and he wrote the first check. And he gave me a check, and he said, here's a contribution. And I said, but I wasn't asking you for money. He says, no, but I'm giving you money. Use this to offset and leverage. And I show up with this little check. ¿Te acuerdas, Leti?
I remember.
And I said, okay, here's the first $50. What do we do with it? He's like, you need to deposit it. And I said, into what? We don't have an account. So the beauty of all of this is within the last, I think, 7 months, this has evolved into one of the most magnificent, I think, ways of how to collaborate and how to partner up and how to leverage resources. So I'm excited, you know, we're at a point where we're about to convene an audience of close to 200 souls, and I keep referring to souls because these are real people that come from all trenches of life, whether it's Alaska or Utah or, you know, West Virginia or Montana or Utah, Mexico, Ciudad Juarez, and they come to us to offer and to learn and to share. And so we're excited, and the beauty of this is that it's not only a conference for the mind and the intellect, it's also a conference that comes with community engagement. So there are a series of community visits that have been built so that we can showcase the wonderful assets, some of the challenges, some of the pains, but also some of the healing that is happening in communities. So I'm excited to enjoy and really learn, and I'll be in and out of this process. And more importantly, you'll be in, not out. And then we come together and we enjoy each other, and we do so in multiple fashions and ways. And I know that several of you are joining us for the community visits. And if you're not joining us for the community visits, but you're going to be in El Paso, please mark the calendar for Friday. We have dinner at Café Mayapan. And it's going to be just a fabulous festivity because we have musician Nancy Green doing the flauta. We have, you know, the food and the gathering of Las Mujeres en la Cocina de Mayapan. We have our senator in attendance because I asked him to make a public commitment to rural border frontier work. And then we have the director of the La Mujer Obrera with us. And it's all organized by the Center for Civic Engagement in partnership with our peers and students. So this is how this conference has come together. And I want to thank Marta for your leadership with the Alliance. I want to thank Leti for everything, Leti, that you have done to put in the first set of dollars to help fund this conference. And I'm excited. And so I plan to enjoy it to the max. But this is home, so I feel at home. And welcome home.
share with Martha that she's excited and we're exhausted.
I like that. That's good.
Anytime you see Eva Moya ask you to do something,
Run.
run as fast as you can.
Run for the border.
Run as fast
Run
as you
for the
can.
And in the
border.
opposite direction. Run for the border, they can't get you.
That's a good one.
Just as an aside, I've really gotten into reading a lot. And all of you in here in El Paso just sort of resonate